Hello everyone, my name is Fritz101 and welcome to my first of a series of Voltz tutorials. In this episode we will be making steel ingots and bronze. Now, to make steel and bronze we're going to need a special machine. It's called, and here's the spelling, a metallurgic infuser. Now, because we need steel and or bronze, you can choose both, either, for a generator, this is probably the most basic thing and probably the first thing, or one of the first things you're gonna do in the Voltz Mod. So, without further ado, let's start. To make a metallic infuser, however you pronounce it, we're gonna need some ores. So, we'll start off by, we're going to need some coal. Now, I've added some data values here, and the Y value for coal, it will appear between 0 and 114, and the ideal level is 48. Now, for those of you who don't know what Y coordinates are, if you either press F3, or you look to the minimap on the top right, you can see the Y value on the top left is 72, and on the minimap you can see one that is 73.62 and then in brackets 72. Now, if we were to jump up to this block, check both Y values. Look to the left one, becomes 73, and look to the right one, becomes 73. So basically those are the values of Y. It starts 0 is bedrock, and around 224, if I'm correct, is the sky limit. So, next off, you're gonna need some iron. It is found between 0 and 63, and the ideal level is 42. And as third, you're gonna need a new ore, which is called platinum. Platinum looks like this, and no, this is not Sfax's texture pack, which I'm using, and you can find the download link in the description below. This is the regular texture. This is how you will see it on normal Minecraft. There is no Y value, there's no elevation data. I looked for it, but it isn't there. So, but it's sorta uncommon. But if you're digging for, say, coal, iron, and redstone, you're gonna find platinum. So just pick that up on the way. Now, and lastly, you're gonna need some redstone, which is found on Y0 and between 15, and the ideal level is 12. And that's the same as diamonds. So if you want to combine getting diamonds and redstone together, then 12 is an ideal level, especially because 11 is when lava starts. Alright, now first off, we're gonna need some enriched alloy. So once you've gathered quite a few of those 4 resources, we're gonna make some enriched alloys. This is an enriched alloy. We're gonna make 4 of them, 3, excuse me, and we make them by surrounding an iron ingot by 4 redstone. So we're going to take this out and we're going to put it in the crafting bench, like so, and we get ourselves 3 enriched irons alloys. Now, next up, we're going to make 2 control circuits. You make these control circuits by surrounding an enriched alloy by platinum ingots. Again, 4. This is a control circuit. So, we'll go ahead and make this. And we're going to make 2, and we're going to leave 1, because we'll need that one later on. And now we get 2 control circuits. And now it's time to make the metallurgic infuser. You make it by this recipe. So we're going to use our previously crafted ingredients, and we'll put them in the middle. We'll put 1 enriched alloy in the middle, 2 control circuits on the sides, a furnace on top and the bottom, and we'll surround those with 4 iron ingots. So we'll put that on the crafting table, like so. And I'll put the enriched alloy in the middle, and we'll get a metallurgic infuser. Now, once you get this thing, you can plonk it down anywhere, and you'll see it has quite a, well, expanded and large UI. It has 5 different slots and 2 bars and a dump button. Now, I'll be quickly explain this. This is for a separate energy source, which is not exactly that well, necessary, at least not at this stage. This one is for the fuel, quote unquote, because you're gonna be if you want to make steel or bronze, you're gonna combine 2 ingredients. So here is gonna be the fuel, which is gonna fill up this bar, and then here is the actual item you wish to be converted into steel and or bronze. And here, because we do not have any power, because we need steel for that, or bronze, we're going to put redstone, which is going to fill this bar. Now we'll take it down with my paxel, and we're going to go on, because to fuel, well, like I said, we needed fuel for the left one, for the left bar, right? So we're going to make some compressed carbon. First off, we're going to need some coal. If we smelt this coal in a furnace, just a regular furnace will do, we'll get compressed carbon. Let me just switch it back to day. We'll put this in the furnace and we'll put some coal in it. Now, this will smelt into compressed carbon. We'll just wait for this. There, compressed carbon. Now, we're going to make some enriched iron, because this is going to be our second ingredient. To do this, we have 3 options. This is enriched iron. Either we make 2 enriched alloys with a iron ingot in the middle, which is going to create 6 enriched irons, or we have 2 tin dust and 1 iron ingot in the middle, which is going to make 4, or we have 2 copper dust and a iron ingot in the middle, which is also going to create 4. Now, seeing as we don't really have access to these 2 yet, we're going to be creating this one, which is by far the most expensive, but it'll probably it'll give you the most enriched irons. So we'll get 6, and we'll put it in the metallurgic infuser, because we're going to be creating steel dust. Now, first off, we're going to put some power in, so I'm going to put some redstone in, and you'll see that bar fills up. Now on the left slot here, we're going to put some compressed carbon in. Now as you see, it filled it a little bit, but not that much, so we're just going to add in some more. You don't need to fill this bar, it hardly goes down, but depending on how much you smelt, it could be useful. So we put the enriched iron and we put it in this slot. Now it'll make a noise, and we'll just wait for the bar to fill up. And we get our steel dust. We also get a little bit of XP because we're smelting something. So now we put the steel dust in the furnace. Wait till it has smolten. And by the way, this also looks a little bit like a face. Yeah, just so you know. Now you'll always see that. And we get a steel ingot. Alright, so we've now made our first steel ingot. But we want to make something else, because this tutorial is not only about steel, it's also about bronze. So, yes, this is a little bit easier because we already get the metallurgic infuser. So, but we are going to use ingredients from the previous one. So, if you do not remember them, you can either look on the wiki or just put the video back a couple of minutes. First off, we're going to need a crusher. This is a device which we can use to crush ores into dusts. So to make this device, this is a crusher. We need 4 redstone in the corners, 2 control circuits in the middle, and then on the sides, a block of steel in the middle, and 2 lava buckets on the top and the bottom. Now note, there is a block of steel and there's a steel block. Now, basically they are the same, with one difference. You make them both by combining 9 steel ingots in a crafting table, completely filling it. But the block of steel, you can put it in the crafting table and take the 9 ingots out again. And if you have a steel block, it doesn't work that way. It's a little bit complicated, but as long as you just get the block of steel, you should be fine. So let's get our ingredients. Like so. We'll put the block of steel in the middle, the lava buckets on the top and the bottom, control 6 on the sides, and the redstone again on the sides. And we'll make ourselves a crusher. We'll get the buckets back because we only used the lava. Now, before we continue with the crusher, we first have this. We're gonna need 2 more ores. This is copper. There's, again, for both of them, there's no data on the wiki yet, so but they are fairly common. I usually pass them because I see it so much, and I only mine them when I spot them. Tin is a little bit rare than copper, but you should be able to find them both real quickly. And if you want to double task, when you're mining those 4 ores, you can look out for these as well. So this is copper, and this is tin ore. Now, I didn't display it here, but copper ore we want to go in a furnace and smelt it to copper ingots, and tin you want to leave in the ore form. Why, you ask? Well, because we need to have some tin dust. What we do is we put it in a crusher. As you can see, we'll put some redstone again, because this is the crusher. This is again for the extra, which I'm not going to explain right now. This is the power bar, which we're going to use redstone for now, which we'll put in there. It fills, and this is where we'll put our thing to be smelted. Well, because I'm an idiot and I didn't really do it, I'll just take this one. Nobody will mind. So we got some tin ore. We just mined it from the mines, and we'll just put it in. And it'll do nothing. Oh, of course. That was silly of me. Excuse me. We are gonna smelt the tin. I was thinking about a different one. This is well, my way. There's a different way to do this, but I prefer this way, to use tin and just put the tin in here and just crush it via this way, and it makes a pretty cool noise. But there is a way to use a enrichment chamber, if I'm correct, which I'll quickly show, because enrichment chamber, there it is. I'll quickly show the recipe for it, which is a steel block and 4 enriched alloys and control circuits and redstone. You can either use this, but then you need the tin ore. You need to put the tin ore in, and it'll make you tin dust, and this will make it straight from the bar. Now, a quick thing in between, it doesn't have to do anything with this, but as you noticed, I put 1 ingot in and I got 2 dust back, and I can smelt both these dusts back to bars. So basically, I think it's a bug, or at least something they didn't fix. You can have infinite ingots if you wish. So sort of an exploit, but it is in the game, so not really. So you can smelt 1 ingot, put it in here, get 2 dust, and smelt those 2 dust, and then go on, and you'll multiply your ingots every single time. I know this worked for tin and copper. I do not know if this worked for steel or any other ingots, so you're gonna have to try that out yourself. Alright, moving on, because we're almost finished with the bronze ingots. For the bronze ingots, we're gonna need the tin dust and the copper ingots. We get our what was it called again? Oh, there it is. Metallurgic infuser. I'm gonna open it. This time we're gonna see. Oh, I'll show you the dump button. There we have the metallurgic infuser here, and say we used it and we wish to make bronze in this. We're not going to, but just say we would. Then this is still filled, so this doesn't work. See? So we'll press the dump button, and now you can put stuff in to make bronze. Alright, so we're gonna put it in here, just why not? Put some redstone in for power, and we'll wait till our copper ingot smelts to the long awaited and bronze ingot. And there you have it. That is one of the easiest way to make steel and bronze. Now it might look like a lot, but once you get this going, it'll go really quickly. So this was with the basics. I'll see you guys all for the next tutorial, and which is gonna be generators and cables. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a rating, like if you wish. If you don't, well, don't, I guess. And yeah, see you all next time. Peace.